NMPP expels Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso over refusal to appear before his disciplinary committee. Edo State Deputy Governor Philip Shaibu withdraws suit to restrain Obaseki from impeachment plot. The Nigerian Labour Congress, 2 days warning strike, continues over delayed palliatives across the nation. And outside of Nigeria, Guinea's junta warns against protest on coup's second anniversary. South Africa's President Cyril Ramaphosa defends the release of his predecessor Jacob Zuma from jail, says it's constitutional. And Politics HQ tonight, we'll be discussing the rift between the governor of Edo State, Godwin Obaseki, and his deputy, Philip Shaibu, and what the current situation needs for Edo State politics, after which we'll shift focus to the ongoing crisis, the new Nigerian People's Party, following announcements that a faction of the party has expelled its 2023 presidential candidate, Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso. Stay with us. Politics HQ. We'll be right back. Now, after months of what seems to be disagreements between principal government officers in Edo State, the deputy governor of the state, Philip Shaibu, has finally withdrawn the suit he filed at the Federal High Court to stop alleged plots by the state governor, Godwin Obaseki, to remove him from office. A statement personally signed by Shaibu said his decision was to respect the intervention of several individuals, including religious prominent Edo people and a traditional institution, and also he appreciated the governor for agreeing on the peace initiatives. Shaibu, in his statement thereafter, reiterated his commitment to ensuring peace in the state. Tonight on Politics HQ, I have with me Godspower, Ibhadode, a public affairs commentator joining us live from the United Kingdom. But before I bring on Godspower, let's take a look at some of the key points the Deputy Governor Philip Shaibu made in a statement that was released earlier today. So the Deputy Governor Philip Shaibu says, I wish to sincerely thank and appreciate these well-meaning Nigerians, party leaders, traditional rulers, and my Archbishop, His Grace, the Most Reverend Dr. Augustine Akubeze, for their kind words, advice, and encouragement thus far in ensuring peace and unity in our dear Edo. I also wish to place on record my special thanks to Mr. Governor, my boss and senior brother, for this path of peace. Signed, Philip Shaibu, Deputy Governor, Edo State, Nigeria. Now, Godspower, you've seen their statement that was released earlier. Can you elaborate on the specific reasons? Let's go back, let's track back a bit. What are the specific reasons and grievances that prompted the Deputy Governor of Edo State, Philip Shaibu, to file the lawsuit against Governor Godwin Obaseki initially?
Okay, thank you for having me. For me, it's when I saw that suit, it took me aback. It took me aback in the sense that what came to my mind are who are responsible in terms of impeachment of a governor, because it's the same process that applies to the governor in terms of impeachment applies to the deputy governor. And also, you also agree with me that the governor do not have the unilateral power to remove the vice deputy governor from office. It is the statutory responsibility of the House of Assembly member, and as such, there must be certain very legal reasons. A case of if the deputy governor has breached the law, by any means, then it becomes the responsibility of the House of Assembly to...
Now Godspower, sorry to interrupt you at this point. What led to the rift between the governor and the deputy governor in the first place?
one has to be very careful. But again, uh, what titubulated the air, what assumedly transpired, what we were told, what we read on papers, it's as a result of ambition. Uh, we were told that the deputy governor wants to become governor to succeed his principal, and in the course of that, he tend to meet certain stumbling blocks, certain body languages that depict to him that that ambition was an elephant ambition in itself, and that in itself led to certain rifts between the governor and the deputy governor. If that is true, what we have read, and I want to say it appeals to rational reasoning that one is very careful in the sense that Edo State is extrapolated into three senatorial districts. We have the Edo North, we have the Edo Central, and we have the Edo South. And if you ask me, it does not really make logical sense if Shaibu at this point is nothing an ambition to take over from his principal because, like Wike will say, he will say yendeba, yendeba. It means it's turn by turn, conventionally.
Now, sorry to interrupt you, Godspower. Was there any agreement amongst the leadership of the party that, this governorship position will move between senatorial zones right from 1999 when the former governor, Gbenga, was governor of Edo State? Have they always stuck to their agreement that the governorship will move between senatorial zones? Has that always been the case in Edo State?
If you allow me, when I was in the course of my rendition, I said conventionally, I have not been able to, lay my hands on PDP constitution. But if you listen to Wike's argument when it was the case of the national presidential candidate in PDP, you will hear that at that national level, there are positions for zoning. And again, if I take you to precedence, there are, in the case of, I think, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, when he was coming, I know PDP, after he has completed that of the late governor, president of the nation, may God rest his soul, Umar Yar'Adua. I remember in one of their stakeholders meeting, Sam Bemudia, blessed memory, and I could remember, I think so, let me not be too specific, made mention of zoning in PDP constitution. If that is the case, but although permit me to also say that conventionally, let us leave the PDP constitution that I think zoning is there, but let us first talk about conventions. Because convention, it is from sometimes convention, you get your constitution sometimes, Now, in terms of, for example, we are talking about the geopolitical zones in Nigeria. The geopolitical zones in Nigeria is not enshrined in the constitution of Nigeria.
Yeah, but there's a gentlemanly agreement among these politicians that,
exactly,
let's respect this.
Exactly. Exactly. So you will agree with me that conventionally these things are obtainable. Now, if you ask me, the last time Edo Central became governor, if putting the record straight, was Professor Ambrose Ali. Then, because the law does not recognize Professor Sadema Osumba as governor of Edo State, because I also do believe that he is not entitled to the benefit of retired governors. So as such, Osumba just was governor for a year plus before the appeal court and the Supreme Court ruled in favor of Adams Oshomole. Adams Oshomole and the current deputy governor comes from the same senatorial district, almost the same village. That is the same man who handed over to Edo Central, Edo South. So it appears to national reasoning that after Edo South have done 8 years, it should conventionally go to Edo Central for equity and fair play. Because that is just the position. So,
okay, thank you, Godspower, Ibhadode. I really wish we could go on, but for a lack of time, we won't be able to proceed with this. Thank you very much, Godspower, Ibhadode, public affairs commentator, join us from London, England, to discuss the situation in Edo State with regards to the politics between the governor and the deputy governor.